exclusive story this morning. A victim of a home invasion tells his harrowing story to 2 News. You saw it first overnight on KJRH.com. 2 men shaken up after a couple of armed bandits break into their home and open fire. It happened in Oakhurst early this morning. 2 News reporter Patricia Santos live there where she just spoke with the homeowner. Patricia?
Well, that victim tells me there was a knock at his door right here at this West Tulsa home. Now, he was expecting a friend, and that's why he answered the door. When he opened the door, however, 2 armed men just pushed their way in and demanded money. Now, 2 News was there this morning as Tulsa County Sheriff deputies searched the scene for shell casings and other clues. This happened around 1 this morning near South 49th West Avenue and West 41st Street. The suspects took cash and other items from the 2 victims inside, but not before putting a gun to the victims' faces and forcing them to their knees. Now, the victims were not hurt, but just as the man ran off, the homeowner turned the tables on the suspects.
That's when I stepped outside and noticed that he had dropped his gun, or one of the guns, and so he was standing right out here, and I had a clear view of him, so I picked up his gun and shot at him, and I'm pretty sure I hit him because he fell to the ground, and then he started limping down the road.
Now, the sergeant in charge of the scene out here would not confirm those details to us, and he wouldn't tell us whether they thought that the suspect was injured, but he did tell us that armed robberies like this are very rare out in the county. In fact, he says this is the first one that he can remember in a very long time. But out at Tulsa police, this is a very different story for them. In October alone, Tulsa police have already responded to nearly a dozen home invasion robberies and up to 47 this year so far. And those numbers are just approximations because home invasions aren't their own crime category. And police say home invasions are very rarely random. Now, here at this scene, the victim tells me he did not know who his attackers were. They identify them only as white men who took off in a car that had a loud exhaust. Now, anyone with information on any of these crimes is urged to call Crime Stoppers. Live in Oakhurst, Patricia Santos, 2 News works for you.
Thank you, Patricia.